Hey, how you doing, Foundation? Sorry about that. Maybe 3 minutes is too long for this window. I don't know. How you doing today, my man? Welcome into the stream, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Shit, I still owe Burman some stuff. Oh, what you got, Foundation? I am curious. Making sure I got everything going right over here. Yep, everything's going right. I'm assuming Discord, yes? You'll stand in Discord later. Alright, fair enough. How's life been treating you, Foundation? You doing good? I assume you're doing good. You seem like you're doing good. Just on the way home from the gym. Ah, awesome. Glad to hear you're still hitting the gym. How am I starting off the tongue twister? Right, well, as much as I do enjoy watching the opening screen, I think I should start there. Fuck. Had your first collab yesterday? Collab? What? Did you start streaming? I mean, that's awesome. If that's the case, that is awesome. But I am genuinely curious now. Is that what you're going to show me on Discord? If so, awesome. I'm happy for you, man. I hope it works out. Had a damn autocorrect. Gotcha. It's all good. Oh. So, art collab. Oh, awesome. I look forward to seeing whatever it is you have to show me. Oh, man, I will say power to you, Foundation. I don't think I could survive doing multiple languages in a single keyboard, or having multiple keyboards from multiple languages and be able to keep them straight. I struggle enough with English. I shudder to think what would happen if I try to do multiple languages. It just would not work well for me. Okay, these lines are dry. That's why they're silver. They should not be crossing, and they don't pump because the accumulator... Oh dear. What the fuck? Have an English, German, Russian keyboard. Holy shit. How do you... Okay, fair enough. And I want to... Is that when you say Russian, is that specifically Cyrillic text? Or is it still English letters, just Russian spelling systems? Either way, that is still terrible. Well, actually... I mean, it would have to be Cyrillic, because otherwise it would just be English. And then I imagine the German keyboard also has all of the umlauts and the dots and all that symbology in there. So yeah, that is... I'm impressed. I'm scared and impressed. And why are electric furnaces so hungry all of a sudden? I'm glad the power is working exactly how I wanted it to. Can't read Russian. Okay, fair enough. God. Sorry. I'm listening to the boilers like turn off for 2 seconds, turn back off. Turn off for 2 seconds, turn back off. Turn on. I imagine this line is a very squiggly line. If I were to drop it down to like... Yeah. Oh, that's humorous to me. Okay. There's probably a better way for me to set this up. So, okay. Since my brain wants to do that and prevent that from being a problem, I need a combinator. And I kind of need... Do I need two? I think... Will an atrium waffle or will the waffle be awful? Given prior experiences, I will waffle. A lot. Okay, so the thought that I just had is having the steam engines turn on and off every 2 seconds is kind of a waste of energy, I think. Never mind. I'm not going to bother. I don't know enough about the circuitry to do that job justice, so I am not going to do that job. I'm going to let that just flatline everything. I need to get the nuclear materials set up because I can go back to a power pole. So during the day, I have enough solar power to keep my factory going, but I don't have enough to charge my accumulators. God damn it. Okay, so I need an override. Because I want my accumulators to be at max power as much as physically possible. I just don't know how to set that up, because if I say, hey... Well, okay, sorry. What I'm trying to figure out is, based off of the accumulator charge, like once the power goes below 25, I want them to turn on until accumulators either hit max charge or are like, 95% charge. Hey, how you doing, Birdman? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, my friend? I'm already trying to break my brain as things go. Okay, so what kind of combinator is that? I mean, it would be, it's not arithmetic, it's not a decider, it's not a power, it's not a signal, it would have to be a decider. Would it have to be 3 deciders? I don't know. Hold on, Berman, you just sent a lot of messages to me. Okay, hold on. Berman is good. How am I doing? I am here. I don't know if that's a good answer or a bad answer, but I'm here. Berman is straight watching the Fast and the Furious series. Oh, God. How many are there? I think I lost track at like 6. And is that just because you want to see all the beautiful cars, or are there other things? 8 or 9 Fast or Furious. Oh, boy. Okay. Ladies in car. Wait a minute. Why are you watching for the ladies? You got a lady. But mostly the cars. Fair enough. Okay. So... Alright, I need this to be an if-then statement. Okay, so... I want it to start at 25, and I want it to turn off at like 95, so I need a reset button. Okay, I think I can do that. If I... No. Oh, God damn it. See, this is where I have a... So I was thinking I could use a constant combinator. Ah. And... You haven't tried Project Zomboid yet? Okay, that's fine. Mossy tried it previously, and she said it worked for her, so I'm hoping that it will work for you. I can't trigger this, can I? It is good news. Now, like I said in the message, I cannot guarantee it will not ban you again because of all the changes we've made, but I am hopeful. I mean, does it need to? Okay. Oh, God damn. Why am I trying to teach myself on stream? Because I need to learn somehow, and I don't play enough offline. Okay, so if A is less than 25, send a signal. And like this is what's happening with all the engines. These offshore pumps are activating for seconds at a time. They hit the boilers instantly vaporize all that stuff into steam. The steam instantly hits the steam engines. The engines turn over and they crank more than enough power into the network to flip above 25. Chuck a gibberish. I know, I'm sorry. And if I'm talking too fast to be properly understood, please let me know. But I also know it's like talking Excel formulas to somebody who doesn't know Excel formulas. So I'm sorry for that. Oh, God damn it. Okay. All right, so these are the ifs, these are the thens. But I don't know what doing multiple outputs actually entails. Because what if I do less than 95 just for testing reasons? I mean, that would send out a signal. But this would also... The problem with it... goddamn, greater than 95. Currently on a 5-stream streak. Thank you for the consistency, Burman. I appreciate it. I don't know what broke your streak last time, but it's all good. I'm happy to have you here regardless. 5 average. Am I wasting my time right now? Yes. You are at work for 10 hours. That would do it. That would definitely do it. And I played The Walking Dead. Gotcha. Yeah, I've had a few of those short streams recently. I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, okay, it's probably not a good thing, but anywho. So how am I supposed to get this? Okay, if less than 25, send a signal. And I want it to hold that signal until... Fuck it, I don't have enough brain knowledge to know how to do this. I know I'm not going to learn right now, so I need to move on to a different target. Okay, because realistically, power is going to survive. We need to call Jimmy Neutron. No, I just need to probably find somebody like Nilaus or someone much more comfortable with circuits and do some YouTube research to try and figure it out, which I have done in the past. The problem is the few videos have found when it comes to circuits or anything like that, like it kind of runs into the same problem I have, where there's a presumption of understanding that clashes with the way things actually are in my head. So a perfect example, the Excel thing I was talking about before. I have, in the professional space, I have a bit of a bad habit of expecting people I talk to know the fundamentals of Excel. You know, things like Control V, Control C, and like some of the shortcuts for a keyboard. And if the person I'm talking to doesn't know that, or if I'm trying to train them, if they don't know those particulars, it can very quickly and very easily fall apart. If I'm saying that, you would think that, Burman. You would think that, but I have worked with people who don't know Control Z, Control C, sorry, who don't know Control V, who don't know Control Z, and it's just like, I am with you to the point of, how do you not know this? Like, this is the basics, this is the fundamentals, this is how you get started, so how do you not know this? Kind of conundrum. So, yeah. it, it was a very trying time. But what I'm... Yeah, I agree, but... Okay, so not to be ageist, because I am a slightly older person than a majority of my audience right now. So I am pinging myself because I'm 90% sure that there are things y'all know to do that I like, huh? About. But it's like, if you're grandfathered into a system, or a bit more of a more accurate complaint of mine, if you have been surrounded by these systems for 30, 40 years of your professional career, and you have not put in the time to learn some of the more basic shortcuts to make your workload faster, easier, however you want to title it, then I am with you, Birdman. You do not belong in this system, and you need to be fired. However, you cannot fire somebody for not knowing a shortcut. Because they can still technically do their job. Technically. And I need to stop ranting and raving, because that's an unhealthy place for my brain to be right now. Alright, so what am I fighting again? I'm fighting myself, trying to find a different direction to go. What was I talking about before? Right, Excel spreadsheets and explaining and trying to explain away why I'm not doing circuit stuff. So when it comes down to circuit informational videos, a lot of the producers have extensive, very strong knowledge of how the rules of Factorio work, and for them it is such an automatic thing that it's not really a question of, do they not know this? There is a presumption that everybody knows this, kind of like the whole Control-C, Control-V thing. So while I can understand and appreciate that, yes, this is how the brain should work and all the processes should happen, why are you... There we go. Okay. It's not a guarantee that everything will be known. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. God damn it. Alright, I'm going to try and simplify this for my brain again. So, the problem that I have found with the educational videos that exist, welcome back, Foundation, when it comes to explaining things like Factorio, because they are, or when you get to the more advanced portions of Factorio, they become very technical. And with that technical expertise, either through long playthrough or proper understanding, the human brain defaults to an assumption that everyone has that same base level of understanding, and they try and educate from a presumed base level. And when it comes to circuits, I am above completely blank, but I am below where most people presume the knowledge base to be. So it's kind of like a catch-22 shooting yourself in the foot sort of situation. I'm probably explaining it horribly now because I've broken away from my initial point. But, so, to continue on this rabbit trail of chaos, the few videos that I have found for circuits, they explain the hyper basics of circuitry. And the hyper basics I understand for the most part, except for when it comes to trying to set up circuits for these things, because, oh dear God, does this get complicated enough to my brain? I'm just like, nope, I nope out of it. So, for the steam engines and everything else up here, I kind of just have to nope out of it and let this be a constant on-off switch, which, for like, I'm pretty sure, Burman, your brain is having a heart attack because it's like having a starter constantly go on and off and on and off and on and off, where the fear is like it'll fail and break down. And, oh, they hadn't been pumped with water, so that's why they were still gray. Okay, that's still good. That's good. This is good. Nuclear fuel, that's what I should focus on right now. So what is the holdup here? The uranium-235, which is... As a mechanic, Burman thought he would know this game. As a mechanic, he does not know this game. I mean, to be fair, at the basic level of what this game is, I think you would understand it, Burman, because it's the very base layer of what this game is. It is raw resources and raw resources, or sorry, raw resources and processed products out, whether that be the transport belts, the factories, the inserters, or the individual buildings for processors, or so on and so forth. And part of me wants to say you might actually enjoy it if you ever dove into it. Not saying you have to. Definitely not saying you have to. I will take a gander at that foundation. But like the simplicity of it's either like A plus B equals C, or A plus A equals B, or A to B to C to D pushes out V kind of a thing. Granted, I know I jumped like 15, 20 characters in the alphabet, but like there are parts of this game, Burman, that I think if you dove into it, you would thoroughly enjoy. But then there are also parts kind of like me when it hits things like circuits. You don't have to know them, and I want to know them because I want to play the game quote-unquote more efficiently, but you don't have to dive into circuitry if you don't want to. You can have everything be a quasi-brute force system, and there are mechanisms in the game that allow you to do that and still be successful. I'm just being a weirdo of trying to play beyond my current knowledge base and hoping and praying it is enough. And I am finding out quickly that it is definitely not enough. At least it feels that way. Alright, foundation. What do we have here? Whoa, ho. Damn. Holy shit, okay. So, which one is... I probably should not be doing this on stream because y'all can't see what I'm seeing right now. Unless you're in the... I like it. I'm impressed, Foundation. I like it. The one on the paper is yours. It's still pretty good. I'm still on the side of liking it. I'm happy for you and impressed. Yeah. Okay. Be kind to yourself, Atrum. Be kind to yourself. Right. Okay. Power is not the best, but it is fine. I can compensate if I get nuclear fuel rods, which they're on the line to come around, so I need to stop worrying about power. How is everything else running? I mean, realistically, everything is running. Power is doing its thing. Inserters are doing their thing. I need to stop looking at the power network. I need to look at the production. That's not production. That's production. Built a PC for $500. That is pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty damn good. Okay, so nothing here is broken, so I'm going to ignore this. Ship more. Are you pressed and dressed and ready to go? What do we have requested up here? We have 100 construction bots, 100 logistics bots, all of the chests. We have 400 belt, 150 underground, 200 splitters, 150 blue, 150 red, 150 green, 100 tier 3 factories, 500 accumulators, 1 cargo landing pad, 10 logistics cargo bays. There we go. Oh, this feels like a Monday. What else am I gonna need? Depends on where I go, because this kind of looks like I built for Fulgora. I have materials for a rocket launch silo, which is awesome. So, alright, what else am I gonna need? I don't have... The PC can play Cyberpunk on 64... What? For $500? How is that possible? That doesn't sound right. It probably is. I'm just surprised. Okay, I'm gonna need lights. Okay, construction, logistics, chests. This should go up to 1,000. Undergrounds, splitters, inserters are fine. Accumulators are fine. Assembly machines are fine. With 1080p on low settings. You know what? That's still impressive for a $500 system. That's still pretty good. Because even low settings, if I'm remembering them correctly, are not that bad. Because it is definitely a step up from like the PS1 triangle kind of pixelation. Although I think, to be fair, Foundation, the problem Burman has is his currency to US currency is not a favorable exchange rate. I could be wrong. Okay. I need a methodology for producing power on this next planet I go to, whether it be Fulgora or Vulcanus. Now, Vulcanus has a very natural inbuilt system using chemical plants and... Okay, I think we're going to go for Vulcanus, so let's prep for Vulcanus. Chemical plants, turbines. How much inventory space? Not a lot. That's not good. I think that's going to max out my storage capacity. However, this should get me a solid head start on throwing together Vulcanus. So, back to Novos real quick, watching all the rockets take off. It is a beautiful thing. Do I want to bother with this bug nest? I kind of don't, because these defenses are holding pretty well. So the pollution cloud, how bad is it? This base is definitely in range. I don't know anything out here in the ocean. Stubbs would nest for real, for real. Yes, he would. Hey, Stubbs, welcome into the stream, my man. How are you doing today? How is life treating you? Whew, yeah, that's not cheap. Not great? Why not great? Is it just the dread of going back to work, or something else that we may or may not need to talk about offline? Okay, plastic's running great. That's fantastic. Need to turn off the pollution because that's starting to hurt my eyes a little bit. Mines are still doing their thing. Red circuits are being produced at whatever rate that they can be produced at. Sulfuric acid and blue circuits are doing their thing. And this is... Oh, I even have a... Yep, cool. The black cow glitched and died, and the rest insist on breaking my house. I'm sorry, Stubbs. That sounds like a very frustrating existence right now. I'm sorry. Is it that they're too close, or is it the zombies coming back to life causing them to panic, or what's... What do you think is the problem? Sorry. Okay, Lunks, can you stop trying to kill me, please? Why am I putting lights here? Because I want to see the factory. It's so pretty when everything is all lit up and glowy. Pig has this weird curse technique where he sniffs the wall and it explodes. Maybe maybe the pig is eating grass or like digging for truffles and it causes damage. I mean, it shouldn't do that, but who knows? I may have foobarred some of the settings a little bit too much. Which is kind of a... We have 4 pigs. Oh, nice! Did they repopulate a little bit? Okay. I need to park this here, and I need to get myself into a rocket. Do I have any equipment on me? I am standing on the railway. I need to not be... Fuck you, trains! Fuck you! Oh, God, okay. Okay, I can go to the rocket ship and get out of here. The cow likes to charge the wall. Fair enough. Runs the fuck away when the pig breaks the wall. So, what I'm hearing is we need, probably a bigger pen for them. Probably. I don't know exactly, but that's my assumption right now, is that they need a bigger pen. What? Oh, no, I don't have them set up. Okay. Alright, so this is reading the belts, this is reading the belts, and why are they linked together? Because if... Okay, that's... I'm actually playing this somewhat smart now. Yay! Okay, so if uranium 235 is above 15, which I think is 1 operation's worth of this, these 2 inserters start pulling off resources, and if there's more than 238 on this loop, these start pulling off resources. And if I've done this right, the Corvex enrichment should also have... I mean, it has backup supply. I might need to set up a shunting process to keep this going so long as storage is above a certain limit, but I will let that sit for later. If Mossy didn't name the animals, by God, it'd be soup. Yeah, that's fair. Is it wrong that I'm happy Mossy has been able to get in the server and spend some time there? Even if she is making your life a little bit more difficult, Stubbs? Alright, so this doesn't need to be here anymore. So this doesn't need to be here. And this can turn into this in a second. She's a cutie pie. Yes, she is. She definitely has those tendencies. See, I want to be surprised and a little aggravated at the whole lack of nails things, but I fully understand because you're doing a lot of construction. And when you're building a base from scratch, like it's just a lot of nails. So I understand the difficulty you're running into. Or just, okay, so to be a bit more accurate, I can appreciate the difficulty you're running into. Do some of the other infinites. The pigs don't break the shit. Yeah, if the pigs don't break anything. So, I mean, the only thing I could think of at that point, Stubbs, is oh, what is my brain trying to say? I don't know. What is my brain trying to say? Maybe instead of walls, you build a fence? Maybe? If that'll help? I don't know. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Atrum. Let's get to the rocket ships. Let's get myself on a rocket ship. Let's fly to... I think I was prepping for Vulcanus, or at least as close as I can to prep for Vulcanus, which, if I'm going to do that, How much space do I have? Enough. Okay, logistics. We have 22 gun turrets. Let's request... Actually, instead of requesting gun turrets, I need to request a tank. Can I fly a tank to space? Rocket? Yes, I can. Alright. Logistics. Request. Add a section. I want a tank. I want extra rocket fuel. Or I don't have nuclear fuel yet, so I need extra rocket fuel. We'll get 3 stacks of rocket fuel. And then I want the depleted uranium rounds, and I want 5 stacks of that. Awesome. Fence is not... Wait. Okay, you assume they're stressed because we are surrounded by zombies, or the generator is pissing them off. I don't know if the generators would piss them off. It probably is the zombie repopulation kicking in and kind of kicking us in the teeth. But even in the paddocks that we went to explore and harvest them from, they had to get within a certain range before the animals started freaking out. Not to say it isn't the problem. It just, I don't think it's as contributing as you might be thinking. I could be wrong. And fence is not the fix because the pigs are eating the fence. Okay, fair enough. Hey, we actually have a tank. Custom minimum payload, custom minimum payload. Nope, that'll do. That's a lot of tank rounds. Ever since they're in the base, I've never seen them not stressed. That could be a problem. Holy rounds, Batman. I'm so happy this is actually working out pretty well. Although, I am seeing a problem here. So this is sending the signal. So is it just the raw production of tank rounds? And the answer is yes. What is stopping the tank rounds? Or is it just tank rounds are slow to make? Given how many I have, tank rounds are slow to make. Okay. Stubbs' new mic and soundbar coming today. Sweet. Soundbar? What? Oh dear. Why do you need a soundbar, Stubbs? What shenaniganery are you getting up to? Oh, I know it's loud. I still love watching all of the rockets just launch into space. It is beautiful. Okay. So we have we have the depleted uranium rounds are coming in. We have the excess jet fuel. We have the tank. Okay, we are pretty much ready for me to hop in a rocket ship myself and fly off to space. You have a bad setup and the headphones hurt your ears. To be fair, if your body is not accustomed to having headphones around your ears, they're gonna hurt for a while regardless. I don't know if that's the case, the problem you're dealing with or not. I just wanted to put that out because it is a issue that can occur. All right. Fly me to space. Let's go for Vulcanus. The pillow pushing in is at an awkward angle. Fair enough. Then I rescind my previous statements. I was wrong, and I am happy to be wrong. Alright. Do I have what I will... Well, now I won't know until I get down to the planet, which is going to suck. Okay, all of those requests are filled. All those requests are filled. All right, we have everything we realistically need to go take care of business. Accumulators are at full power. Production... Well, sorry, possible power production is rock solid. And our max consumption looked like it peaked out at well below our production potential, so we should be good to travel almost anywhere we need to. So we'll go back to this. We will take off Navos and we will add Vulcanus and go. Oh. Okay, so note to myself for any and all future playthroughs, get efficiency modules going ASAP, because dear lord do they save so much pain and suffering when it comes to power requirements. Because all the blank space I have in the middle of the ship here, I can use for other forms of production once I get the technology unlocks for it. And yeah, having all this able to run flat out against everything else is glorious. Oh, never mind. Consumption just... Okay, so we consume 2 megawatts. So at Navos, that was 5 or 6. I mean, we're still well below consumption requirements, so we're good. So many booby streamers on your recommended. Are you trying to tell me something, Stubbs? Do I need to get boobs to keep your attention? Oh, God. I should not have put that out there. I don't want to see that kind of fan art right now. Then again, we do have Bucket Sean. And I know that's for Mossy, but still. All Alright, we are at Vulcanus. So I'm going to drop to the planet before I call anything else down. I want to get a little bit of the lay of the land here. You just don't like them doing goth makeup for the prestige? Oh, fair enough, Stubbs. Fair enough. Alright. Bunch of cliffs and bullshit I don't want to deal with. And more cliffs and bullshit I don't want to deal with. I think this planet actually gives me the tech to take care of cliffs, so definitely a solid reason to be here. Bunch of lava, which I can't... I can cross it, but I can't... And there is the new enemy for this planet. Big old demolishers. These fuckers are a pain in the ass. Hyper resistant to a lot of... Okay, fully resistant to fire, impact, and laser. 20% resistance to electric, 99% resistance to explosions, 50% resistance to physical, and 50% resistance to poison. And this is a small one. Like, understand, when I say this is small. This is tiny compared to how big these fuckers get. And this trail is annoying because it messes with electronic components, makes you slower, makes machines slower, damages repair craft and things like that. But the good news, so long as you don't build things within their territory, over here on the minimap, this hazard symbol or symbology, if you don't build there, you don't have to engage with them. So this is kind of a type of enemy where you only have to engage either when you want to or when you unfortunately run out of resources. Okay, giant ass coal patch. I am here for it. That's going to be good. We'll need that. And I think, is this a patch or is this just coloration? I think this is just coloration. Okay. Ooh, alright. And the main resource that we're here for, you see that purple symbol over there on the right side of the screen? That is titanium. And that is the unique resource for this planet that we need to get a hold of, because it is utilized in a lot of the more advanced construction components and also primarily the science pack that we will be able to manufacture from this planet. And right now I'm just trying to figure out how much of a pain in the ass this is going to be. Oh, sorry, one of the two unique resources, because calcite? Yeah, calcite is another resource unique to this planet until we get more technology, but that's going to be way later in the game. And this is actually pretty decent size. Okay, 950,000, that's not too bad. 1.3 million coal and sulfuric acid for free, which is nice. But the power system, one of the power systems available is you can take sulfuric acid and calcite and combine them together, and they produce a buttload of steam at a very high temperature, which is why on the spaceship I have the steam turbines versus steam engines, because the turbines are designed specifically for higher temperature steam, and they produce a lot more power for their footprint. Speaking of footprint, this footprint sucks. Oh, there are cliffs everywhere. This is gonna be a very slow start. Alright, so first thing down is gonna have to be the tank. I'm gonna have to go demolisher hunting. They paid you today? Awesome. How? Wait. Huh? How? And there's the first titanium mine. How big is that thing? 292,000 ore. That is teeny tiny. Okay. Yes, yes. Scream at me all you want, demolishers. I will be your doom. Alright. More. What are we gonna drop? Oh my god. All of those. All of the steel, blue circuits, engines, jet fuel. Drop that, drop that. Drop the storages. Steel, please. Thank you. Alright, steam turbines, chemical plants, assembly machines, furnaces, accumulators. Drop the concrete, tank, drones, chests, the roboports, lights. Finish dropping those. All the belts. Underground, splitters, inserters. All of the power. And for good measure, I will drop all of those. Okay. So now I need to go find all the resources that I'm dropping. And give me those. Give me those. Where's my tank? I don't know. Actually, do I? I do. Alright. Salary's looking less worth it every time you look at it. I'm sorry, Stubbs. That's never a fun place to be. I was about to say, how am I not full right now? I can build you. Excellent. Do I have... Let's put the tank down. Let's load you up with... I think it was 3 fuels. 3 fuels? Yeah, 3 jet fuels. And all of the depleted uranium. Rocket ship can stay there. That can stay there. So that's all I'm going to need immediately. Alright, cool. Roboports. I need to put you down here, and I need to get you powered. Did I drop solar panels? I did not. I don't have very many, but that's okay. I can make it work. Just put you like right there. Ooh, I should have... Where is it? Where is the landing silo? Where are the storages? Where's... Did I lose some shit? Uh-oh. I might have lost some shit. Okay, so we got... nope. Rocket silo. Let's put you down right there. And... Okay, so you're going to get blue circuits, jet fuel, and... What is this thing? Ah, low density structures, which I don't think I have in Rust form for whatever reason. You'd fill. Alright, solar panels. Let's get Okay, that's what I was hoping for. And the accumulators. Granted, I don't think it will be necessary long term, but I'm still going to have them there. And that. Okay, so I have power. These drones have power. Let's put in all of that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, slap you there. You have power. And the cargo pods can go do whatever they're going to do. All right. So all of this can be removed. And I can just mass drop everything there. Except, give me the construction bots. You don't know what to play anymore? So go to sleep, Stubbs. Or are you resisting sleep because you don't want to have tomorrow begin? Is that what's going on with you? Ah, fine, I'll just break through some shit. Alright. Oh, you just woke up? How are you still tired if you just woke up? What's... never mind. I've been in that position, so I understand the malaise. It's all good. Alright, let's get down to this region and see what I need to do to kill off this one big bug. Not motivated. That's understandable. Is it a not motivated and the... Actually, never mind. You do not have to explain it to me. I understand. And to an extent, I sympathize. Let's not crash, even though crashing is kind of my thing right now. Where is this Devastator? Or are they Devastators? What are the big bugs called? I don't remember anymore. There he is. Holy crap, you are a pain in my ass. And I can't get to you. Arkham City crashed again? Well, I mean, I hope it's a temporary crash, not a permanent one. That little itty-bitty spit. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Why am I going this way? Because I cannot help myself. Don't want to engage in any activity that requires 2 neurons or more. The moment you said crash, so I make it your fault. That's fine. You can blame me. I will take the blame, Foundation. Alright. Am I going to have a chance to actually take on any of these big old worms, or am I just stuck waiting? I think I might be stuck waiting. Oh, wait. I might get lucky. Hold on. Nope, that's bad turn. Bad turn. There we go. Yes. All right, all perfect. Right where I want to be. And dead. Alright, so this space is now safe. I have access to my tungsten ore patch. Now I just need to get full access to it. And I need to get low density structures. Thank you for the hydrate, Stubbs. I will do that. And I will actually drink water right now and not my Celsius, because I'm feeling the perk hitting already. Why does that feel so good? Okay. So those don't need to be there. What the fuck? Puke? That's hurtful, Stubbs. What the hell? Alright. So since those are going to be my power blocks, I will do that. And I just need to get these aligned. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a slow construction. I don't care. I'll figure it out. Speaking of figuring things out, let's get down here, because the rocks that these big bugs leave behind, they're all tungsten. So it's worth killing and harvesting them. It is very nice. For like a jump start. And those sparks and that little bit of haze is the problem when it comes to devastators. Demolishers, that's what these things are called. Alright, I'm going to set those to harvest some materials. Yeah, I'm invading the patch, that's okay. Slap you there, and slap you there. And I'm just going to start expanding this network as much as I possibly can. I'll need to put power out there, I know. I will work on that. There we go. You. I might have misaligned those. Nope. They're aligned. Okay, good, 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 good. Yucky water. Yeah. Being able to pet an animal that loves to be petted. I agree. It is a good, wonderful thing. And am I the place that needs storage, or is that something else? That is over in the other place. Okay. So let's go and try and take on this other bug, just because I don't want to deal with it. Ooh. Okay, another tungsten patch. How big is this patch? 1.8 million. Alright, so I definitely want to take this one on. Every other aspect is meh. Utter despair. Fair enough. I understand, Stubbs. I can appreciate a fellow pet lover. And another teeny tiny ore patch over there. I heard a roar. Oh, wait, there you are. And I got your backside again. I am all here for it. Let's do this. Let me out. Let me out, damn it. Alright, good enough. Alright, 2 big old worms dead. Lots more space to play with, so I can probably stop hunting for a little bit, unless I get close to another. I don't really want to go into the face of these things, because they have a roar attack that is a shockwave from their head that is very rough to deal with. Come on, come on. No, no. No. And they rejuvenate health like crazy. I'm in trouble. Alright. Time for the face. Oh, thank God. Whew. Oh, my tank almost died. That could have gone better. That could have gone so much better. But it's okay. We have won that fight. I can ignore it, and we can go continue this expansion game of mine. Excellent. Okay, so all that's powered. And I think I'm actually near the sulfur veins, so that will work out beautifully. I need to get repair packs. And what is... Oh, yeah, because of this junk. Yeah, they'll all be damaged. They'll probably all fail here in a little bit if I'm not careful. So let's head back home, since I have a lot more free real estate to work with, quote unquote. And let's start building this factory up. Did I bring miners? I don't think I brought a mining unit, did I? Nope, I did not bring miners. Your package came? Is this for the, What were you waiting on? Okay. Miners in the sense of a mine to harvest resources from the ground foundation. I knew that joke was coming. Oh, right. Mic and sound. You have a big box for a mic and a soundboard? Sound bar, sorry? Oh, wait, yeah, okay, sound bar. That makes a bit more sense. Okay, logistics. I can turn that one off right now. I can turn that off for now because I don't need them. I'm just going to name this one the tank, even though I should add a few more things to it. Where is it? There it is. No, god damn it. The tank. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so the tank will need fuel, it needs ammunition, it needs a personal roboport, which is right there. Just one. Custom minimum payload of 1. It will also need the portable fusion reactor of 1. Custom minimum payload of 1. I would like to put, what is it, I think 3 legs on these things. Custom minimum payload of 3. And roboports, so the bots will come in naturally. I would like to do personal defenses, but I think a shield is more important. And that's going to have to be at a maximum of 4. Custom minimum payload of 4. So power, roboports, speed, defenses, and you know what? I'm just going to sanction 50 bots specifically and leave that alone. All right, up here, what else do I need? I need mining equipment. Which I think right now I just have the regular mining. Yes, regular mining. Let's get 200 of those shipped up here. Children yearn for the mines. That is the theory, isn't it, Stubbs? And yes, go ahead, Burman. Try out Project Zomboid. Let me know how it goes. I hope you do not get deleted, but I have a feeling things will happen. Alright, solar panels. Let's get 200 of those. No. That's not what I want to do. I can. Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So that'll give me a shit ton more storage for this spaceship. That is awesome. Base really needs a woman's touch. What you trying to say, Burman? Let's up this to 200 construction bots. And yeah, I'm going to let that do its thing. We both know what I mean. Yeah. I don't deny it. All right. What do I need to do on Vulcanus? I don't remember exactly. It's been a while. This attack keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm not worried yet, but it is interesting to be able to actually sit down and see the growth happen. Yeah, that'll work. Who needs... Oh, everybody needs women, man. Even if it's just for friendly conversation, everybody needs women. And I will stand by that statement. Even the crazy ones. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching my leg and it feels amazing. I would argue, Stubbs, especially you. But I also understand the why not, so it's all good. Don't worry about me. Still stretching. Okay. Sorry about that. That was not intended. Anyway. What do you know? Why did you do that? No. Oh, there's a signal. I don't know. I'll just make this easy on myself. I'll just have it be 100% manual at the moment. Alpha Chad Omega Lone Wolf. Stubbs. You are a crazy kid. And it's okay. Alright. Blueprints. Let's remove all the Vulcanist stuff that is in our construction field. That's going to take a while and a lot of power, but that is a-okay. It'll get the bots something to do. Speaking of having the bots something to do. You keep her out of this. Yeah. Okay, so we love Atrum, not in a way of sexual or romantic preference, very platonic. I am glad to hear that. I will happily take parasocial friendships. Alright. I genuinely don't know what I need to do here. Technology tree. So, what did this get me access to? Tungsten carbide, which I need to do, and calcite processing, which I need to do, which is done by harvesting calcite, which I think I could do manually if I absolutely have to. In a non-sus way, of course. Unless... Unless what, Foundation? You're still being banned. What the fuck? I'm sorry, Birdman. I don't know what exactly is the problem. I mean, okay, we have guesses as to what the problem is, but I don't think... It's not me, Birdman, I swear to God. It is not me. I think I tweaked the settings a little too much for it to be a functional solution for us, so we might have to... I don't know, maybe wipe back and turn things down. I am the problem, burn it. You can try. You can try, Foundation. Okay, so mine calcite. It'll let me process calcite into its various forms to get the processes I need. But the end state goal is to get here. Metallurgic metal science. To do that, I need to make tungsten steel, which is done, or sorry, I get the research for tungsten steel by making a big miner, which big miners are unlocked when I make a foundry, and foundries are unlocked when I create a tungsten carbide, which is created by combining 1 carbon, 2 tungsten ore, and 10 sulfuric acid in an assembly machine. Alright. It has been way too long since I played on Vulcanus. The same way I unbanned you. Alright, hold on. I gotta go into my browser to do this. So, on Discord, Burman, can you send me the exact... Well, actually, no, it's based off of your Steam ID. So I will go in and do it now. So unban user 1, 2, 3, and 1. Oh wait, that's not the right code, is it? I messed up. Okay, different server. No, it is on ban user. Yeah, it is based off your Steam ID, which I'm pretty sure I have, right? So let's... maybe it's case sensitive? Yep, no spaces, no nothing. We'll just shotgun that. And why are you not working? I don't know. At this point, it's probably going to have to wait until after stream, Burman. I'm sorry. But I will dig back. I could have sworn it popped up saying you were unbanned. Did it just instantaneously ban you after the fact? Which sucks, but would make sense. Why is... Oh, because this one's completely out of power. That's why. No, he's not cheating. I am 99% sure the problem he's running into is the way we've tweaked the loot tables and the zombie spawn rates and zombie population. is messing with how efficiently the server processes, and then when you couple that with the likely ping problems that Berman has compared to everyone else, it's could not connect. It reads connection failed due to banned server ID. Only 99% sure. It's closer to like 80% sure, to be honest, Foundation. Alright, let's go. More. Are you fully loaded up? Loaded up enough. Go to Vulcanus. I know you're not cheating, Berman. Again, I know I'm still 99% sure the problem is just everything else. And yeah, when it comes to server stuff, like I am brand new to holding and hosting servers. So a lot of the intricate details and topics that are either knowledgeable or available to other people, I'm not the fastest at solving them or learning them or incorporating them. So, doing the best I can. And you're not wrong, Birdman. It kind of does happen to the best of us. Alright, we're almost at Vulcanus. I can drop all of this stuff down to hopefully get everything going a bit faster. So, solar panels, accumulators, not so much. Repair packets, yes. Factories, and the mining drills. Platinum, both modern. Whew. Wait, recently or just in general? Because that is, at least to my brain, not an easy thing to do. Construction bots. And I will leave the rest of this here because I need to be on the ground first. Alright, give me those. And give me 50 of those. Rest of these I'm going to put in the roboports. Are the solar panels just not producing enough juice right now? What's going on? Satisfaction just tanked. That is a-okay. Those don't need to be there. There we go. Okay, so we should have more than enough power. Oh, what the hell? It's the freaking drones. Same to Boop 1 and 2. BOP. What's BOP? Yesterday to be exact. Fair enough. I will accept me being a horrible player, which is mostly true. Alright. That's right, I got logistics bot. Black Ops, okay. Gotcha. Entities being damaged by... Oh, wait, that's the, I know what that is. Okay. And we got the repair packs down here. Yes? We should have. Why do I not see them? I don't know. Because they're not down here. Okay. That would explain that. And throw these down just to be sure. Alright, now let's go. What am I doing? Calcite. I need to harvest some calcite. I need to set up mines on the calcite because that is going to be our priority number 1. And I don't have... Of course I don't have them. Why would I have them? Because you're building stuff on a new planet. You should be tracking this stuff, you dingus. Okay, how big is this going to be? Probably that big. Alright. Mike doesn't bend the way you want it to, you might be cooked. I'm sorry, Stubbs. Alright, and apparently I'm just a failure on all counts when it comes to setting up construction. Alright. So what do I need to build this efficiently? There is no efficiently. Okay, that one doesn't need to be there. And... oh, God. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. That'll connect in. Nothing is conflicting with the cliffs. Everything, as far as I could tell, is still working as expected. So now I just need to set up this. And put that there. You know what? Who cares? Give me this. And that's... wow, that's going to be a problem. Okay. We go there. And the line breaks right there. So we'll just slap you right there. And then at least line up everything there, get all that built. I need to really help out the bots more, because all the construction and collection priorities are taking over. I could cancel all that. I could. I'm not going to, but I could. I could also just go pick up all of the belts, miners, and power piles. Alright, Foundation. Have a good one. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your day. There's another thing I forgot to bring down. And I'm pretty sure they're not on more, are they? No, they're not. Alright. I need to get the fuel jacks brought over here. I'll say 60. Alright. Well, thank you for your service, Moore, and go back to Navos. Get all that mess picked up. Alright, we have calcite processing, so I can get more aggressive power production set up based off of these sulfuric acid veins down here. Alright. Yeah. So I can set up pump jacks on all these to get the sulfuric acid out. Then I need to pipe them again to this big flat area that I have and produce power. I could also just pipe it over to here, maybe, because I don't think this line here is cliffs. It's probably just decoration. So I need, what, a chemical plant probably here. Because if this is as ridiculous as I remember it being, yeah, 1 calcite, 1,000 sulfuric acid makes 10,000 steam at 500 degrees Celsius. Soundbar is amazing. Awesome. I'm assuming based off of that, Stubbs, you already have it plugged in and you're listening to me right now with that setup. So what does it? Mic is fucked. Fucked because you don't like how it works, or legitimately fucked? I don't know how much power I'm gonna need. Oh, that did not work. Not even half as well as I hoped it would. I'll put that there, slap that there. That will cover all of that. That's good. It doesn't attach to anything. Yeah, that is kind of fucked. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really need 10,000 steam, right? Yeah, so that's way more than I need. 2 steam is, or two tanks is enough steam. Can't get it to where you want it to. Can't plug and hold it into anything like a... I mean, hey, if you want to sing, you are free to it. I am not much of a singer, so probably not for me. Nah, not for a while. Maybe in a few years if I get comfortable enough, but nothing in the immediate future. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, well, most of that was already claimed. So I'm just going to go around here right now, helping my network clean up a lot of mess. I can't believe you've done this to me. What? What did I do to you, Stubbs? Deny you the sweet sultry sounds of my cracking voice when I try to sing? We'll see. I make no promises for the immediate future, but we'll see. Apparently because I'm a cruel, heartless god? There is no way that... Okay, good. I was about to start losing my shit. There's no way all of that is already picked up and clogged. That's your job. Nah. I think we all can share in that pain and suffering. Take it? Take what stuff? What are you talking about here? What's going on? What? Why do I feel like I am making major mistakes? You'd rather be the moon god now? That's fair. Moon god is a good option. And yoink. Pocket cat, take his money. Please don't. I have a hard enough time keeping money up and running as it is. Oh shit, I don't need to hold down F to pick things up? Oh, that is awesome. So, like, the hoovering, you have to hold it. You used to have to hold down F to pick things up. And now it just picks up on its own. It's beautiful. Alright, so we have calcite mining. I have the mechanisms here for all of that. Are you fully loaded? We're getting there. I'm assuming the holdup is not rocket ships. What's the holdup? Not enough to fill. Yeah, that's okay. That makes sense. To Vulcanists again, because I'm not really worried about that at the moment. Why is that taking so long to refill? Why are you stopping? Red circuits. Why are your red circuits the problem? Because they're always the problem, Atrum. You should know this by now. It has a built-in base boost. Ooh, nice. What does that... Okay, why does that make me wonder if my voice is coming off or coming across a whole lot, resonant than it normally does? Or is it not really causing that much of an effect? Buddha nuts. What the fuck? I want to know, but I don't want to know what you mean by that, Stubbs, so I'm gonna let it be. Alright, I mean, I know Red Circuits has the problem of just production speed, even though I have, I think... Nope, I was wrong. One array is doing Red Circuits, and why are you not processing anything? Because we don't have... Why don't we have copper? Okay, is my copper production not doing enough? You're getting signaled, right? Oh, motherfucker. Nope. Okay. I have a very corpse husband aura if you're base boosted. I will take that compliment. If I practiced a bit more, I could probably dip a little deeper into the baritone levels, but it's not... It's a thing I enjoy, but I'm not very good at it, so... Ooh, the whole line is hot. Awesome. Okay, we're almost at the point of being able to... What am I trying to say? I don't know. Right, sorry. Uranium-235. All the machines are running, so we are probably 2 or 3 minutes away from having 235 pushed out into the network here. You have pennies on the table and they're jumping. Oh god. Stubbs, please tell me you're not in an apartment or anything like that. Please tell me you are being a good neighbor. Or that you have no neighbors. Oh, that... Alright, so... That... Fuck. God damn. You're a problem child, aren't you, Stubbs? You are definitely a problem child. Kind of makes me wonder if you would listen to, or if you ever played StarCraft and the Templar, because some of their voice lines are really, really down there. I just wonder how hard the pennies would go in that situation. Okay, so combinator I have is if there is more than 1,235 on the network, they start getting pulled off. It's probably close to like 1,120, I think, or something like that. It'll settle down when they offer me sacrificial banana breads. Oh, so you're like the mob. You caused a problem, and then you offer to solve the problem for a small fee. Understood. What am I doing here? I was staring at red circuits, wondering why you're not processing faster, because the copper was dragging ass for some reason. It's probably just because of raw throughput potential. So it's just time. I can deal with just time being a factor. Okay. What do I need to drop? All the construction bots. Chemical plants I have. Pump jacks need to drop. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's it. Why are these not being built? Because they're not in network. Okay. So that will get that built. Get that thrown together. That'll finish out the rest of it. And I should get more than enough power from this. After I route all the sulfuric acid and everything else that needs to get routed here. Okay, you. And you. And you. Don't need you or you. And I need to get these pulled down. You're just not going to let me play nice, are you? That's fine. Okay. That should cover all of the pump jack locations necessary. I have power going. Throw all these together. That's going to get overridden. It's fine. I will be able to work on that. Is this excessive? Yes, but just like on Novus when it comes to oil production, excess is the spice of life. Sometimes. That doesn't need power. And you need to be covered. Okay, that should cover all of that, I hope. How many pipes do I have here? Nowhere near enough. Okay. I don't have furnaces here, do I? No, I don't. Do I have electric furnaces up here? I do not. Crap. Back to Novos. Or Navis. Navis. Anyway. I'm at Navis. Okay. So those will get ported up here in a second, so we're good there. Back to Vulcanus. And I broke something. Okay, that'll be fine. I need to set up a shunt here. Almost perfect. Alright. So that will get me calcite drop, an ungodly amount of power. Ooh, actually, since more is still above Navis, I can request belts and undergrounds. So 300 belts, and we're going to request an ungodly amount of underground belts. Okay. So how do I want to do this? Honestly, it's going to be something like this. Where can I put an ungodly amount? Right here. Yes, it's behind everything. I should care, but I don't care. that's just to theoretically connect the rest of the network, which it's not going to do. So I'm wasting my time a little bit. That's okay. Okay, that should have everything connected up good and tight. Excellent. And because I don't see myself doing this with my character on foot, I'm going to burn a lot of the regular pipes this way. And mainly because I can. And drag this up to there. That's good. Is that all of the sulfur vents connected? It is now. Okay. Ungodly amount of sulfuric acid storage, and then I can just start shunting stuff off this way. And regular pipes here. Okay, that'll feed into this one. That'll get regular power up and running, which is the priority right now. Focus cliffs in the way. Fine. Close enough. Do I need all 4 of them to be there? No, that's just me being weird. Alright, more. Are you loaded up? You're as loaded as you're going to get. So 2 Vulcanists. Go. Protection fee. Yeah. I know. That's like half an hour ago. But still. Okay, what do I need to have thrown together here in terms of manufacturing? I need tungsten carbide production at minimum, which is sulfuric acid, carbon, and tungsten ore. And carbon is produced through coal and sulfuric acid in chemical plants. And I also need to set up, what was it? The simple coal liquefaction? Where is that option? Not here, because that is construction. So if I want to make heavy oil, simple coal liquefaction is 10 coal, 2 calcite, 25 sulfuric acid every 5 seconds to produce 50 heavy oil. And then I'll have to do oil manufacturing, and that's done in a refinery, not a chemical plant. So I still have to go back to Novice for another product, but that's okay. I am here, so let's drop what we have to drop. All of the... Come on, drop it. Wait, we're not... Why are we at Navos? We should be going to Vulcanus. Why are we not moving? Because we don't have fuel. And why are we not producing fuel? Why are we not producing fuel? Why... Why? Huh? Why is this broken? Oh, for fuck's... Wait, why did this clog? This shouldn't have clogged. Because this is turned off. It shouldn't be shunting anything else into the system. Alright, whatever. Like, this should still be looping. Why is it not looping? Why did this break? Okay, hold on. So we're sending 46 or 141 carbon, and none of these should be triggering, which they're not. This is dumping all the excess, which it is supposed to be doing. And so why are you stopped? Because you jump across to here, and all of these are technically claimed belts, and then you also jump across. Okay, so the only one I can delete is this one. Can that please get everything producing? Good Lord. Okay, that is... I need to stop that from happening again. Okay, so that should read the entire network, the entire way down. So it should never put more on the belt than it can technically process. Oh my god, how much time did I just lose to that one error? And now we're going to Vulcanus. Okay, fine, whatever. It's working. I don't have enough to complain about, because it's working. So I could have actually fueled up with the refineries. Did I? Like, did I get lucky? It does not look like it. And I sent all of the belts down to Navos. Not belts, pipes. God damn it. You know, that's okay. I have electric furnaces coming. I can make belts or pipes on Vulcanus. I do not need to worry about it. And yeah, everything needs to be built at Vulcanus. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. Speaking of annoying things, I need to clear the queue of this. Oh, god damn it. It's just so much. Alright, let's get all this junk out of here, since I have a hard time, apparently, understanding where I am and what I'm doing. Oh, we got... I'm doing God's work. How am I doing God's work, Stubbs? I'm losing my mind. But that's okay. Losing my mind is half of the fun. Okay, electric furnaces, mining platforms, repair packs, construction bots, underground belts, transport belts. I will drop the chemical plants, assembly machines. Hell, I'll even cheat and drop myself some iron plate. Just hold me on the mic and you can test how to tweak it. I see. Okay, that's fair. So I'm assuming you put your microphone next to the what am I smoking? Next to the soundboard, or sorry, sound bar, and you're just using that to test levels and catch gates and all that. If that's the case, awesome. I'm happy to be of assistance. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. I feel like I'm starting to get used to seeing them. Actually, that's a interesting point. I'm surprised. Ta-ta-da. And bam, done. They got. All right, storage bays we have. I'm not worried about that. I should be able to drop to Vulcanus. And all right, you. Actually, I don't need to do this anymore because I can start using this as my best friend. Kind of. Alright, I want you to produce belts. 1 stack of belts. And I will leave that be to do its business because right now I need the belts to get all of... No, I did not need all of this put together. That's fine. Alright, do I have the pump jacks here? I do not have the pump jacks here. Okay, and back to Nauvis. I will say this right eventually. Okay, and is all of this working as intended? Yes, all of these are working as intended. Oxidizer apparently is struggling a little bit, but that's all good. Where are you set to fire at? If iron plate is plate? For bullets, never mind. That's where it's supposed to be. Okay. So if iron ore ever gets above 300, start shunting. I'm assuming it's the same for carbon and probably double for ice. Yep, okay. So that is doing exactly what it is supposed to be doing. Yep, okay. We are golden. So that's finally working. Alright. Landing at Nauvis. Nuvis. The home planet. Whatever you want to call it. Because I apparently fail. Alright, is this... Not quite. Okay. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god, okay. I need to set up... You use a filter. Blacklist. White science. And I need this to go into I think it's a purple chest. Yes, active provider. Which will take any resource and actively shunt it into the network away from this chest. If I'm remembering correctly. Alright. And you... Okay, if I make this a requester chest... Oh, god damn it. And have you request all of the white science. We'll just say at 200. We'll see what does that. The mic is actually fucked. What's happening with the mic, Stubbs? What's going on? I am curious now. And there go all the rockets. keeps filtering out some demon sounds. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, right? You want it to filter out the demon sounds, right? Oh, that's not the right place for this. Okay, you actually need to get... Okay, request 200. And I'll just delete you. Okay, so will this actually shunt? No. Motherfucker. Okay. Filter out only your voice and highlighting... Oh. Okay. That is understandable. I probably. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Part of my brain feels like I'm losing it, so nothing new. Just trying to unbreak some things that I apparently broke. I'm just your imagination. You never know, Burman. You never know. Alright. So thankfully it was not pulling from here to dump into here, so it will empty the network of any science packs that I want. Are we done launching ships? God. Oh, this is... I love this part, man. Alright. What have you done, Burman? What is both good and stupid? I am curious. Okay, only thing we don't have is roboports and mining drones, or mining stations. That is okay. Those can wait. Why are we not going to Vulcanus? Why are we still at Novos? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the new one, is free to play on PlayStation and you have downloaded it. Oh. Wait, to load, like to load into the game or to download the install file? But yeah, an hour and 17 minutes for... Whew. That's a big game. Or at least I want to say it's a big game. Why? Oh, no, no, no. Why? Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, we were waiting for something to land. Okay. 220 gigabytes of storage. What the fuck? How? That game should not be that big. What the fuck? It's like Helldivers before they cleaned everything. What the hell? That is ridiculous. I agree with you, Stubbs. That is garbage. That is nuts. I mean, okay, is the campaign big, or are there just like 100 maps? Like, what makes that game so big? Because that doesn't seem rational. 3 different install. Are you sure you're getting just Modern Warfare 3? Because that kind of sounds like there was a game in the news, like I think about a year ago, that in downloading the one, you actually downloaded like the entire series of games? 2 campaign. Oh, good God. Okay. So it's just a really big game. All right. Why do I not have pump jacks? Because for whatever reason, sorry about that, yo. There's something in the back of my throat that hates me. Okay. So I need to do this again. No, I don't. Yes, I do. The game is 108 gigabytes downloaded. You have time for another Fast and Furious movie. You know what? So long as there is a good thing coming out of it, I guess it's worth the pain. Okay. I have all of the current mandatory stuff. I'm not going to bother with any of this because once I get production up and running, I will be good to go. Can I shunt anything down planet side right now? Always shunt construction bots, pipes, refineries, manufactorums, furnaces. Tokyo Drift. To be fair, that was a pretty good movie. I get it's a Fast and Furious, like, part of the franchise, but I did enjoy Tokyo Drift pretty good. It was a nice change of pace. Okay, I have to ask, Burman, what is a JDM? I don't know what that abbreviation means. Japanese domestic market. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That is fair. They do have some good products. Alright, back to Vulcanus. Waiting for the pump jacks. Everything else is thrown together and ready to go. So what I should be doing is preparing my production for everything else. And why is this still broken? That's why everything is still broken. Okay. Do I really want to shunt everything up here? I kind of do, because there's enough flat space for me to get 90% of what I need to do done. So yes, I will be doing that. So you, come here. That's more than far enough. I also, before I do anything else, let's come up here. Throw those down. Okay. And we'll just run the power grid all the way through the system. All right. So I think I will do the oil process, or the oil production down here. Never mind. We're good. And that storage is actually getting pretty full. Okay. Still waiting on the pump jacks. So that's going to be a few minutes. It has to go to Novos and come back. Sorry. Sucker for tuners as well. Fair enough. Yeah, I could see that. All right. Okay, I'm going to try and keep this in my head. So this chunk here on the left side of the belt is going to be for raw production processing. So everything that needs to get built before it goes on the bus. And the bus is going to come along right through here. And hopefully I am not shafting myself with space requirements, because that's the start of my belt right there. Alright, first machines I need to get the tungsten stuff going. I don't know how many I'm going to need, so I will leave that open there. And why? What? Why? I align all this stuff and it fails to align properly. Why? I don't know. Moving on. Is that enough of a jump? Yes, that is perfect. Okay. So I want you to produce tungsten carbide. To get tungsten I need to get carbon going first. Don't get hit by a train. Thankfully on this planet there are no trains. So that is not a active concern. It might be later, but as of right now it's not a problem. Okay, so I can't put you there. So you, I need to make carbon. Not yet. You're not wrong, Burman. You are not wrong. I probably should not be admitting that. Okay. So there. Excellent. And I need to slot in coal. Okay, so that's going to have to come all the way down here. And I need to set up my coal mining process, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and allow space for a belt. That should be more than enough. I'll just drag that down, because I am filling city, or superfluous, or aggressive. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. All right, are all your requests fulfilled? I don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. We have pump jacks. We have offshore drilling platforms, or offshore pumps. We should have enough. Go to Vulcanus. Can I finally stop making these dumbass requests? I am taxing my Novos production, apparently. What was that? Okay, iron plate spiked. That's fine. And my red circuits are still starving. Okay, and you're still starved for copper. Okay, what's happening with my copper? That's iron. This is copper. Okay, so that's working. Where's my other copper? Do I? Yes, I do. Here's my other copper. You're still working. Okay, are my mines suffering? They're not doing great. Ooh, I have production modules. Or productivity modules. Oh, that is going to cost so much resource. And so the modules I am installing right now, they provide a bonus X many resources after so much production has been accomplished. So it basically allows me to get free module or free iron ore out of each patch. And this purple bar is the bonus production. How am I? Oh, because I've done research for bonus production. I'm already getting that. So I'll just be increasing what is already being provided. Do I have tier 2? For some reason I don't. Why? No, oh, no, no. There we go. That's why. Oh, man. Okay. Glorious nature of Factorio. Goodness gracious. Okay, so that's going to get that going. More, you are on planet. Good. Now I need you to drop offshore pumps, drop off the fuel jacks, and realistically drop off all the belts. I'll wait for the rest later. And yeah, I'm harvesting stuff from the outsides, which is not surprising, so I should set this up. I'm not going to bother with that. Okay. That's a step too far. That's fine. Those will get powered, so now I need to port off all of the carbon. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 2, 3, 4. What wouldn't you do, Stubbs? Like, not in an asshole way, but like a genuine question. What things wouldn't you do? You gave up? Would you, on getting the microphone to work? Nope. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a problem, aren't I? Yes, I am. That's okay. I mean, you can just try the microphone later. It should be I say it should be a relatively easy thing to solve. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, still waiting for sulfuric acid. Are these pump jacks finally installed? Yes, I finally have an ungodly amount of sulfuric acid. And this beastie is firing, and these are not. To be fair, I do have a pretty big power block set up. Okay. It's like divine retribution working to screw you and make you... But, huh? That makes no sense. What have you done to incur the wrath of divine retribution? I swear I'm trying to speak properly, y'all. I swear. Okay. Carbon, sulfuric acid, and tungsten ore. I don't have a resource for tungsten ore. Okay. Logistics. I need to par this stuff down. Okay. 100, 150, K, 150. I'll take that down to 100. Same with the splitters, because I don't need this many, at least like on a regular basis. No, 100's fine. Amazing fortune of finding a nice soundbar counted up by a garbage mic. All right, you know what, Stubbs? I will accept that paradigm. That is fair. I do not need 500 accumulators. Those stack at 50. So I'll request 200 of those. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 300, it feels a bit excessive, so I'll take that down to 150. That's a little excessive. 2 stacks, that's also a little excessive. I don't need 5 stacks of turbines. 2 stacks will be fine. Miners, I definitely don't need 200, at least not at any one time. Solar panels, yes. Repair packs, yes. Refineries, I'll cut that down. 2 stacks of that. This can be dropped to 200 pump jacks. I don't think I'm going to need pump jacks anymore, but I'll have 2 stacks of those constantly. Only really need 1 stack, which is that. Okay, so what else am I running into that I'm having problems with on Vulcanus? What do I need? I have furnaces, I have assemblers, I have chemical plants, I have chests, I have bots, I have mining equipment, I have power production, for the most part. I think I'm good, I think. So why did I stop? I don't know. But I will link that here. Run this down here. Just because I know I need to get the sulfuric acid over here in one way or another. Woo, that was fast. Okay, pretty sure everything is still linked up, and I don't need this one. Okay, as far as I can tell, no break there, so the sulfuric acid will get up here to produce the carbon, and I have a space for coal. Right, the problem that I had, I needed to get carbon into here. Realistically, that's pretty easy to do. And no, it's not. That's a waste of effort. Okay, so what? I need to pull in and then push out the tungsten? Yeah, realistically. Okay. And there. And there. I'll just delete this, because for right now I don't need it. Okay. And put that there. Make this underground. And flip that direction. All right. Come up there, you go across there. Coal does the same thing. Okay, so that will feed the tungsten carbide production. And I'll just move that there. Bring this down and link it up here. Since this should not have to go backwards, ever. Could I be wrong on that? Very much so. Will this have to expand? Aggressively. But I will take care of that as it becomes a problem. Tungsten ore. Motherfucker. Okay. Yep. I done fucked up again. That's okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have a line for tungsten. So this doesn't need to be here. This just needs to come down here. Okay. How do I want to do this? So I want the tungsten line to be here. And so I'm just going to do this and have quester chests sitting here and stack inserters there. I'm just going to have y'all request raw tungsten at, we'll say 100. Okay, so anything that is in the network that is tungsten related can now be shunted out and processed independently. So first up, I'm going to put you there, underground to there, split you off. There we go. All right. Yep, calcite, coal, carbon, tungsten ore, and this can shunt up to be processed. And now I can get tungsten carbide. And I have access to making foundries. Yay! And foundries require 50 steel, 30 electronic circuits, 50 tungsten carbide, 20 refined concrete and lubricant. Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, my brain just hit a hiccup because it's... Alright, so the foundries are kind of like one of the main technologies you want to get from Vulcanus. And the problem is I now have to figure out how to get to steel. However... Okay, so I can ship steel here. Refined concrete. What do I need for refined concrete? That is steel, iron sticks, concrete, and water. And concrete is iron ore, stone bricks, and water. Okay. I can make water here. I should be able to make stone bricks here, which I can. I have access to iron ore technically because of the rocks that exist, and yes, those are temporary solutions at the moment, but they will still afford me a solution long term. Okay. Sulfur? Where did I get sulfur from? Okay. Other things that I need to set up. I need... I want to set up a calcite drop-off. What? So, sorry, when I'm saying drop-off, I mean something like this, where at the start of the main bus, it'll feed that resource at the start of the factory to feed everything else that is necessary for the rest of the bus. Alright. Oh, God. This planet just exploded into the things I need to make. Okay. This is my focus. So steel plate right now I'm going to ignore. I can throw that together if I absolutely have to. And I probably do. Just for emergency purposes. And I'm gonna get iron ore here, so I might as well. Okay, so here, instead of an electronic, sorry, instead of an assembler, I need you and you. Okay, so you're going to produce iron plate out of iron ore. Request 50. You go tell the network as a stack of... Actually, no. I don't want you to connect to the network. Do not connect. I want you to be wired. So enable, disable if iron plate is greater than 200. Five. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. That's 5 making iron ore right now. This one, you know what? I'm going to leave that be. You make iron ore. You change from iron plate to steel. That'll be fine. Okay. I mean, it's not going to be enough for what my... to make a foundry, is it? No, it'll be enough for 2. Okay. So other thing I need to make locally, if I can, electronic circuits, which requires a smeltery for for copper plate, and then a assembler to make... Yeah, okay. I can do this. So we'll have one assembler... You for copper ore, not copper plate, copper ore. There we go. Alright, so that'll give me copper plate. Now I need... What is it, 3 to 2 for how these things work? Yeah. And then for green circuits, there we are. We are resting later. Probably stubs. I don't know exactly which settings are screwing it up. I have to do some research for that. But I could also reset us to a baseline while I figure out the problems. So, yes, and I will leave the decision up to y'all. There shouldn't be logistic filters here. Project Zomboid is supposed to be fucked. I mean, yeah, there are definitely higher risks of things going wrong for Project Zomboid just because of it's the unstable branch. But I think unstable affects mainly mod interactions. For the most part. I mean, yes, there's still going to be bugs and there's still going to be other issues that come about, but it is primarily the bugs. Bugs... I'm going to shut up about that. I don't know what I'm talking about. My brain's failing. What is this? Okay, back to Factorio. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get everything else set up. So let's extract those 3 because they don't need to be in the system. They're a raw resource. I don't need raw resources being held in the landing pad. I have iron production, which is maxed. Why are y'all not doing what you're supposed to? Oh, good lord. Okay. Enable, disable if... Is this... Okay, it's not connected. This has 39 steel plates, so this is the wrong direction. There we go. Copper plate, and you are the wrong direction. That's working. Okay, there we go. Oh, good lord. Okay. Alright, I'm getting green circuits, so I have steel coming in. I have green circuits coming in. I have iron plate being made. You are still doing what you're supposed to be doing. That is fantastic. Alright, let's throw in another auto factory here, specifically for foundries. I should make more than one, but for right now, it'll be enough. Alright, tungsten carbide. I'm going to put you on a shunt up here. Is it necessary strictly? No, but I'm going to do it anyway. And to a provider chest, we'll just cap you at 4 stacks. Okay, so that's another resource satisfied. Technically, at the end of the day, I can... And that's out of logistics range. Of course it is. Just slap you there, because that's where I'm planning to have it happen anyway. Okay, focus. Steel, check. Tungsten carbide, check. Green circuits, check. So now I need to get lubricant and concrete into the mix. Lubricant is heavy oil processed, so that is... I need an oil refinery. I'm just going to put you right here. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I need to have these siphoned in specific ways. I want them siphoned in specific ways. I don't need them. I will not need a green inserter. Okay, so simple coal liquefaction requires coal and calcite and sulfuric acid. I'm bringing the coal in, and I am shipping the oil out. And I already have a connection for sulfuric acid. Okay, that's just to help shunt it off to there. I want this to come over here, and I have some tanks. So I'll put 1 tank for heavy oil. And I'm going to leave some capacity behind for more production rate. So this can come out to here. Chemical plants. Right tab, there we go. Slap you there. You're going to make lubricant. And... Alright. Enable, disable if heavy oil is above... No, that's 1 tank. We'll say 5,000 oil. So I have... There we go. Now I just need to get calcite into here, which... I will do that way. Nope, put that there. Spawning the city? What do you mean, Stubbs? Like, in terms of... There we go. Alright, that'll give me... I think what I'm going to have to do is turn down all the resources except specifically weapons ammo. Like, okay, sorry, not turn down. Default level all of the resources except for ammunition. And then I can leave all of the zombie spawns at the same higher population with the reoccurring growth, unless we want to just not do all that and like spawn in West Point and have that be our survival stage for this run through. Okay, heavy oil is being produced. We are getting some of that. We are going to get lubricant soon. And lubricant, I need to drag down to here. Okay, that's good enough. That can go away. And I will actually put a tank of lubricant right there. And put that there. Realistically, this doesn't need to have a signal on it. It can just operate. Okay, lubricant, check. Now I need to make refined concrete. Which is a pain in the ass. Because that is going to need water. And a whole lot more resources I don't want to faff with right now. Alright, refined concrete. So you need water, steel, iron sticks. So I need you to make... That's a resource, iron sticks. And probably you to make concrete. And then I will need you to make me enable disable if brick is less than 100. Okay. No, I have this backwards. You... Alright, enable disable if brick is less than 100. And you are requesting stone. Okay, so all of this is bootstrapping. So you're going to get bricks, I need to get water in here. And the most efficient way to get water is going to be to siphon it off of this. And so I need a chemical plant here. Yeah. So that consumes 1,000 steam to give me 90 water. I'm just going to put that there. And green circuit this, enable disable if water is less than, we'll say 15, not 51, 15, thousand. Because this holds 10,000 or 25,000 total. Yes. Okay, so that's going to siphon off all of that. And for the water pipe, since I will need to run this up to here anyway, because I swear I speak English, y'all. I swear. Alright. So all that needs to get thrown together because it needs to ship off heavy oil. Realistically, I should be taking this line up to here, or to join with these to make another belt of resources there, but I'm not going to fight that. And I need a pipe here and a pipe here. Okay. And same deal goes to there. Okay. Alright. So I have bricks, I have concrete, I have refined concrete, so I can get these in production. And yes, this is all bootstrapping. How is this attack going, by the way? Pretty good. Okay. Attack is holding. Good. How many logistics bots and construction bots do I have that need to be added to them? A lot. Alright. And 100 logistic bots. Excellent. My personal construction bots. Okay. It is slow, but it is working. So I will let that go. I can now make big miners. Okay. Oh, what am I trying to do? Well, I'm trying to get this manufacturing process up and right. Okay. Oh, right, because I have the foundries, I can now do foundry casting, which is so much better. And I can... Okay. So, when I said earlier that the factories and stuff I threw together was bootstrapping, it is specifically bootstrapping. Because the awesome part about Vulcanus is that the foundries, when you get them up and running and they can be produced, I can take lava from lava lakes or from these little crags over here, wherever they happen to be, and I can pump them into a foundry, and on the outside I can get molten iron ore. Molten iron, molten copper, and stone as a quasi byproduct. And from that, I can build everything else. You know, I don't need all of this stuff. Although I think, I don't remember exactly, what does molten? Is it just... Oh yeah, it's just straight from lava. But, I mean, Sorry, there's two recipes for it. I can either have 50 iron ore and 1 calcite in a foundry to make molten iron, or I can harvest lava, pump it into a foundry, and then pump out the actual resources and just deal with the byproduct that is stone. But the stone byproduct is kind of easy to take care of after a certain point. And because I see it starting to become a problem... Go away. Yeah. Okay. So I have that. I have lubricants. It is being consumed. I don't... Alright. Okay. Because for right now, I don't need to worry about it. It will produce what it can produce, and I do not need to care or be concerned. And yeah, I have over... Hey! Nice. Okay. So now that I have foundries, I now have the capacity to seriously ramp up production. Those shouldn't be on my person. So I fucked up a little bit with this belt, but that's okay. Or with this bus. I can still make it work another way. Excuse me. Alright, so if I put that there... Is this a good idea? Not really. Sorry, so to explain why I said that, so the thought that I had is having undergrounds run next to each other is not strictly a problem. Because if you have overgrounds running together, they merge and link up if they're right next to each other. So that is a concern that I have to keep in mind. Undergrounds avoid that problem because they're direct links. But if I want to start siphoning off partitions of this production into arrays for further processing, I have to change this to be something akin to this. And obviously in this direct lineup, this is a problem. So to make it work, it would have to be something more like this for the offload. Because for each direction for each turn you have the potential to go both north and south, and you need to have a clear pathway for both directions to happen. And while it's not a devastating problem, it is still a finicky thing for my brain. And I feel like I am horribly describing this, and I'm losing everybody, so I apologize for that. Alright, so... what I need to do right now, I need to make as many of... a lot of these. A lot. The easy answer is just to have one of these sub-factories constantly pumping and making one stack of these constantly. I'll make that 100 to have 2 stacks worth of this product up and running. Okay. So, for where I've set up my initial pull, where do I want to pull lava from? Closest hole is right here. All right. So there's my answer. I want to harvest all of that. All right, let's go do that. I'm going to need a lot of lava. Granted, to be fair, my brain is locking in on the whole late game side of how many science per minute can I produce from this itty-bitty little pocket dimension. let's go till that line breaks. Right about there. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Dang it. There we go. Okay, I don't know if that's close enough, so I'll just make sure. And again, because I don't trust it, I'll just slap another one there. All right, offshore drills, or offshore pumps, my apologies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good enough. Because that's going to be, what, each one of these pumps out 1,200, so that is a potential 7,200 lava per second. We going crazy. It feels that way, Burman. It definitely feels that way. I just personally love the fact that the pipes can actually handle this much fluid at a time. Alright, Vulcanus. Let's wipe out as much of this as I can. You lying to me now, Burman. Why are you lying to me? Alright. Foundries. Might as well just slap them like right here, up close and personal. I think 5 was where I was at last time. Excellent. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, I need to bring calcite up here. That's fine. That's not a problem. Alright. Molten iron, molten copper. I don't strictly need these, so I probably won't deal with them for the moment. I changed my mind. There we go. So 3 for iron, 2 for copper. Rotate these around. Got 14 minutes left. Oh, nice. Okay. I'll be honest, this part of my brain's like, 14 minutes for what? Oh, yeah, the download. Are you excited, Birdman? Then you hope you can play the game. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. If you can buy it and download it, it should be playable in your area, right? Okay, so that goes there. And I already have a shunt there, so what's one more? Okay. So that will bring all the calcite that I need. Excellent. Trump ruined the World Cup. Man, what doesn't that fucking tool ruin? And I mean that genuinely. He just... I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm going to get in trouble. Alright. Okay. That can go away. Can I tell him from me to stop ruining the world? Nope. If I had that power... moving on. Oh, where's my tank? I need to destroy something real quick. Oh, wrong way. I need to go up. I'll tell you what, Birdman. Next time I get a chance, I'll do my best. And you stop driving. Okay. Other thing that I wanted to do, aside from get all this out of my inventory. There we go. Is have an ungodly amount of storage. Two, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We want football. We don't want politics. I agree. I also don't want politics. Politics sucks. Huh? How? He's not part of FIFA. How does he have that kind of power? What the fuck? I give up. And they listened? God damn. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that is some biggity back bullshit. Jesus Christ. Anyway. I can't. What the fuck? Petulant child with too much power, too much money, and too many yes men trying to curry favor. I fucking hate it. Alright, anyway. How much do these consume on an operation? 500 every 16. Oh, I also need to get rid of the stone. Poop. Where does that go? Oh, okay, here's the problem though, Birdman. I don't know what classifies a red card or not. Okay, good news. I can get rid of this and not really care. Same thing here, because I need to shunt off all of that stone. If you see it, I will understand. Oh, I have no doubt that it is a 100% fucked up thing. I have no doubt it... Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if that's gonna work. I hope it does. It should work. Okay, so these two don't need to be here. That is agreeable. Stubs up on his Achilles tendon. Yep. Yep. I got y'all. Okay, good. Those are doing exactly what I hoped they would. All the excess stone is being dumped somewhere else. I should not be doing this because I do have uses for the stone at the home base. But for right now, I'm not going to worry or fight it too hard. Alright, we'll just link up there and... just drop that there. Drop that there, drop that there. Okay, yeah, double the iron, half the everything else. And I still want to have a shunt for stone. Primary output to the right until that fills up, and then it'll go left. And I will need another one here to go to the offloads. Where are my offloads? Here we are. And we'll slap that right there. Beautiful. Alright. So stone will be here. You know, I'm going to have to expand this. Like, this is all going to have to get moved. Because the bus is already yeah. Bosnia. Why would Bosnia go to war? Is that a Russia thing? I hope not. Because that would really suck. I do not want to see... very, very high tension. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had a solution to solve that. I just don't. And I hate that I don't. Yeah, who knows? All right. Okay. Molten iron, molten copper. I have that. I have stone being consumed. Fair enough, Burman. I want to say I appreciate it, but I do appreciate it. It's not that I don't, it's just I hate war, you know? I really fucking hate it. Even being a soldier, I still fucking hate it. Because kind of like System of a Down, it's never the rich people who pay the price. Okay, molten iron, check. I need to get the molten copper going. And this is going to be an interesting little bit of chicanery, but it'll have to work. They are a great band. Yes, they are. Give me this. We're going to go... yeah, we're going to go there and there. But you're going to be a straight line. Okay. God damn it. I'm just going to extend this down to here. I apologize for the phlegm building in the back of my throat. That is not on purpose. Okay. Sulfuric acid, water, molten iron, molten copper, calcite, coal, carbon, tungsten ore, tungsten carbide, stone. Am I dying of the Nox infection? No. It's probably more related to my emotional state. Not in like a, oh god, I'm dying, but it's just, yeah. I feel bad and I'm trying to push through certain things. So if certain physiological changes happen, and phlegm is one of them because my voice drops, my sinuses probably get extra moisturized because the anger and frustration / tear production, which there are no tears, just like those sections are being affected. It's done. Awesome. Yes, test. Let me know how it goes. And if it goes well, happy hunting. Alrighty. What still needs to be built out here? Oh, yeah. Those are slowly getting cobbled together, aren't they? All the way down here at the end of my bus. Where's my bus? I don't know. There it is. And red circuits still? Why am I surprised by this? I know red circuits are starved for all their resources. Is it still copper? No, it is not copper. It looks like everything is finally running again. Mossy! Hello! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing today? How is life treating you? It's fine. That's fine. Okay, back to this. Oh, God, okay. And my brain is failing. I have hit the fail point. Okay, okay, tungsten steel. I need to figure out the processing for tungsten steel. How do I make tungsten steel? I don't know. I need to make a big miner. How do I make a big miner? In a foundry, advanced circuit, son of a bitch. Electric engine units, tungsten carbine, a mining drill, molten iron. Fuck! I remember why I hate this planet again. Fucking hell. Okay, that... I think that just broke me for today. Just... I pushed through. I got the foundries, which is awesome, but now I need to get electric engines and advanced circuits built, which is going to be a lot faster. Okay, I say a lot faster. I still need to... Alright, so that requires plastics, so I need to break things down to Not petroleum. Is it petroleum? Yeah, petroleum gas. To get plastic out of coal. And then to make advanced circuits based off of green circuits to have that at a scalable production level. Does it really need to be scalable, though? Yes, I plan to use these aggressively, but I won't need more than, like, 3 or 4 stacks at a time? God damn it. Alright. So I have tungsten carbide. I can make electric mining drills. Those are pretty easy. I just need to... Yeah, okay. Fuck. You can hear my answer to that question, Mossy. I am not doing well all of a sudden. My brain is collapsing in on me. Okay. That's a pretty good summary, Stubbs. I approve this message. No. Tungsten ore does not need to be, or cannot, should not be transported just yet. Might reset the server. Add body mods. Maybe. Since I know it wasn't the mods that broke everything, entirely plausible. Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. Messy, but beautiful. You tested one that works? Okay, cool. Glad to hear it. Definitely an option now that the, I'll just leave it as definitely an option. Are there better ways to make... No, they have to be done in... Okay. I'm really going to have a problem of consumption rates. It's from the Steam store, so you know it's good. I mean, aren't all the mods from Steam, technically? Okay, I'm going to let that keep going. And I do have the 1 rocket, so that's doing its thing. Oh, there are Nexus mods. Okay, that is fair. That is very fair. However, just because they're from Steam doesn't guarantee they're going to work. It's just a higher probability that it will. Because you still have the whole... what am I trying to say? As the current build of build 42 progresses, it tends to break mods randomly, so it's not a perfect guarantee, but it's a decent option. Yeah, Lover's Lab if you're feeling freaky. Okay, I'm gonna regret this question, but how the hell do you do a Lover's Lab for Project Zomboid? Like, what the fuck? Okay, hold on, Stubbs. How did we get to sex already? Like, you're proving Burman's point. It's there because people be freaky. Yeah, I mean, people do be freaky. You're not wrong. You're assuming. Yeah, it's fair. All right, brain. I know you're tired. I know you're getting flabbergasted, so let's try and focus here. What are we doing? What do we need? What is the fire? Sure. I would argue with you, Stubbs, so freaking hard. Okay, I do need to reset all of this. Because I'm gonna... Oh, God, I don't want to do a main bus for everything. Okay. Alright. Novos. Actually, no, it'll be on Vulcanus. I need to make notes for myself, and I need to call the stream, because my brain is... I am fracturing really hard. Okay. Vulcanus bus. I know it's not how you spell a bus. I don't care. Alright, I need to do a Vulcanus bus. I need... I mean, realistically, that is exactly what needs to happen next stream. I need to get... I have the groundwork for everything. I just need to establish it. And honestly, build as compactly as I can. I do want to add another tag because I really, really want to go for cliff explosives. Because if I can get a hold of cliff explosives, all of these squiggly lines that are potentially fucking with my building space, I can clear them out. What technology do I need to do to get to cliff explosives? Just, you know, produce, or no. Yeah, I need to produce metallurgic science packs and then research the technology for it. Wonderful. Jesus Christ, I don't need that message right now. Okay, sorry, y'all. Had a text message come through, and I really did not need to see something like that. So, what else? I mean, that's going to be it, isn't it? One planet at a time, Atrum. One planet at a time. At least get the science in production. So I need to build a big mine, then I need to build a metallurgic science pack, or sorry, build a tungsten plate to get access to the science packs. Which, yeah, it's a little resource intensive, but I'm not overly worried about it. Tungsten ore, molten iron in a foundry, and it's used in all of these products. Holy shit, that's fucking late game. Next. And I'll probably need to build up a rail station production chain. So let's do that. At least for, like, you know, preparatory planning. pretty sure that's spelled wrong too. Okay. Vulcanist base. I should get lubricant onto this path as soon as possible. Which I can plan for by doing that. Nope. There we go. Alright, so one of these is going to be a lubricant line, and I'll drag that down here too. Do I really want to do copper plate? Or at least like on the bus have copper plate? I shouldn't need to, because I have the molten iron and molten copper. So I can just make plates at the specific locations I need them and then turn them into other processes, because over here in the foundry, I can directly make plates, steel, gears, sticks, low density structures as soon as I get some plastic going. Concrete, copper wires, tungsten plates. Holmium plates are for Fulgora, so that's a later thing. Okay. But the advanced circuits and electric engines, I am not going to be able to do here, nor am I going to be able to make the electric mining drills here. Or, okay, in foundries. But in terms of plates, gears, poles, steel, I don't need this stuff on the belt because I have the molten component. Okay, so I don't need to completely redesign this. Like, this can stay here because I can just use... Okay, so if I have this, a belt, sorry, a assembler here making mining drills. I need... Oh god, that seems like such a aggressive amount of resources. Okay, that's not quite 3, so I'll do that. And the 3 is because if I want to feed the resources properly, and all this has to get moved 1 block over anyway. Okay, so raw components. I needed gears and plates. And you go there. So now the only thing I would need would be electronic circuits, which I have to make. And assemblers also, so that would probably be something I want to throw to over here. I wonder, if... Alright, so 1 assembler for copper plate, or sorry, for electronic circuits, that's copper or, yeah. Breathe. Alright, so if I say you make iron plates and you make copper cable, you produce at 2 every 3.2 seconds, plus the production bonus of 50%, so yes, so I get... And you produce 2 copper cable every second. And you require 1 in 3. Could this... How... Could these 2 foundries feed like 3 of these assemblers? I mean, if they have the footprint for it, they probably could. Exfilling these would be a friggin' nightmare. I mean, one way to find out, right? Let's drag these down and see what comes through the network. Alright, slap you there, slap you there. Now the only problem is I don't have a means to offload these resources. So, yes, I'm wasting resources, I know. Shunt that over one. I will deal with the ramifications of all this bullshittery later. Okay, so I'm going to upgrade those to long inserters. And offload here. That'll be fine. Quote unquote. And so I could do that. Yes. No. Maybe so. Who knows? You don't know. You don't know. And I need chests that I actually have here. Yes. All three of these machines, assemblers, for the most part, are up. Not perfectly, but yeah, they are up. Okay, so it'd probably be better to have 2 assemblers per foundry set. But I mean, that's acceptable. I wonder what is the part costing the most. I mean, based off of this, it's the iron plate. That is the highest drag. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, right, because this is every 3 seconds versus every second, and it's 2 every second. Okay. Okay. Let's delete all of that again. I had an idea. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so same thing over here. And I could probably fit 3 up top here. Maybe. Same idea, green circuits, with the presumption that I will be able... Poop. There we go. These don't need to be stack inserters. Okay, so for every 2 green assemblers, I need 1 foundry producing iron plate, and I do want these to be as close as possible. So let's get the belt lined up first. Get that going down here, and same to here. Okay, so we need to do that, and now, okay, do I really want to have... No. Do I really want to offset the math that I'm doing here? No. So we'll do just 2 each side. Offline, focus, whatever. I can pertify this apparently now. Okay. And if we slap those there, so I would also... No, I wouldn't also. So, I'm sorry, I'm saying so a lot. Alright, I know you link up there. I mean, that should do it, right? Assuming there's enough, all of that happening. What do I not have resources for? What is stalled down here? I don't have steel. Okay, I can fix that. I can definitely fix that here in a little bit. That coal patch is going to disappear way too fast. Okay, however. Okay, yes, one foundry can definitely support 2 assemblers at full tilt, and I still have a huge excess of copper cable. So I have my green circuit production ready to go. Was that the only... No, because for the big miner, which is the next target, I need red circuits, which needs petroleum, which needs coal, which needs plastic. Reverse that last 3. And water to get down to petroleum, then plastic, yada yada yada. Don't care about that. Electric engines is green circuits, engine units, and lubricant. I have lubricant. Engine units need steel and pipe, which I have the capacity to produce those in excessive quantities. Okay. Steel. I need a foundry to make steel. So I'm going to delete these for now. And delete that. And now let's put you there. I'm going to have you produce steel. Storage chest. Cap you out at 1,000. And I'll put your logistics filter to steel just in case it becomes a problem. Okay. Inserter goes faster than... Okay, so I can get more foundries going. Nope. Copper cable. Okay, so you'll be good. That'll be good to go. Granted, that's more of a proof of concept, but I still like the fact that it's more compact. Well, it's actually about the same footprint as everything else on Navos. Alright, Stubbs, what you getting today? What are your options? Alright, okay, sorry, no, I will just answer your question. My default, burgers. If not burgers, hoagies. If not hoagies, Chinese. If not Chinese, Taco Bell. And this assumes that you have access to all of the said locations. Okay, they're getting put together. That's fine. I am not going to argue or complain about that. And yeah, we have fuck tons of those resources, so we're good there. Oh, I am so glad that actually works. Could I do this better? Yes. So what I could do, instead of having all of this loop around itself, I could actually put this into arrays that would mirror this. But instead of having all of the cable production, it would just be lines of copper cable feeding in with lines of iron plates to produce as many electronic circuits as possible. Burgers too sloppy, no hoagies, no tacos. Chinese it is. All right. Fair enough. All right. What am I doing? I don't know. Well, to be fair, I did push my brain for an extra 15 minutes of activity, so that's good news. Tank shells are here, and you should be counting those. Hearing Mossy with a new speaker might be picked. Maybe. That is a very high possibility. I agree. Okay. Ow. That can go away. Woke up singing Pokemon. That's good. Don't say that like you don't. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking like that. Anyway. And there goes a fire engine. Wonderful world of death and destruction. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Okay. I did not expect this to happen this quickly. Son of a bitch. I have a problem. I have a serious problem. And I don't know how to rectify it. Crap. What do I do with all this 235? I mean, obviously the answer is storage, but good lord, why do I... okay, how... Steel chests. Yeah, that's going to be the best I got. Actually, let's cut this, go up here, paste that, turn these around. And yeah, I'll figure something out there. Imagine not knowing the original Pokemon theme song. Yeah, I was going to say, well, then you're going to have to put me in that grouping too, Mossy, because I don't. To be fair, my excuse is it never really garnered my attention. You only know League of Legends. Shame. Shame, Stubbs. Shame. Name it. What? What are you talking about, Stubbs? Alright, do you should not be pulling that. You should be pulling specifically 238. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay. And this is where I run into problems. Because, okay, this is where the problems of Corvex enrichment becomes apparent, is if you have it running too long and too consistently, you pull off, or no, not pull off, you will run out of 238 to do Corvex enrichment. To be fair, it's not really a problem so long as I have uranium ore coming into the system. Nothing truly breaks. That's enough internet for today. Understood, Mossy. It's all good. And fuck. You know what? That's okay. God fucking damn it. Chicken. My default is chicken for Chinese food. I know. Super basic. I got it. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to get 238 into the Corvex enrichment, but I also need to stockpile 238. Okay. Another note for myself, because after this, I think my brain's gonna fry. Set 235 and 238. Stockpile limits / refills. Alright, some weird chav trying to convince people that her hair color hot pink is natural because her mom ate a dragon fruit when she was pregnant. What the fuck? That's not how that works. Oh god, if that's how that worked, we would have so many colors on this planet. It would not be funny. Alright. God, how many hours have I put into this game right now? 77 hours. And I'm, okay, just now getting to Navos, or Vulcanus. God damn it. You want to go back to your plane? I'm sorry, Mossy. I would help you if I could, but I'm limited in the powers I can express. You won't die, Stubbs. I mean, to be a bit of a smartass, I kind of want to say try tofu. Meat withdrawals. All right. It is about that time, y'all. I truly appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the support. So just for reference, I almost didn't stream today. So y'all being here actually helped me push through and do this, so I genuinely thank you. Yes, Mossy. That is exactly where he's at. He's going a little crazy. But tomorrow, the plan is Project Zomboid. I'll probably be talking to the folks in the server to figure out if we want to do a full wipe and reset some of the settings back down to limit bans and issues of that nature due to ping spikes, loot spikes, and everything else. So I'll be in Discord later to have that conversation with y'all. And yeah, I hope the rest of your day is good and kind to you. I hope good things happen to y'all, and I will catch you on the other side. Have a good one.